Hey guys, EMP5 Reviews here. Today I'm reviewing a 24-hour GP ration from Great Britain. This is Menu 1. I'm a little disappointed when I ordered this off of MREmountain.com. They were showing the boxes that the Ministry of Defense issued out before, but now they've switched to these giant brown bags. So that's okay though. I wish I had gotten it back when they were still in the boxes because the boxes were pretty cool, but bag is fine, so let's see what's inside. Alright, first things first. You have your feedback and prize draw entry form from the Ministry of Defense. It says, "We value your feedback, and to help us keep on improving your ration, we want your views and comments." You can actually put you like it a lot, like or dislike on every single thing in the ration. And on the backhand side, you've got your feedback prize draw where you can rate your menu, answer questions, and you can also leave feedback on the Facebook and Twitter account of the company that creates these rations, which is pretty interesting. I'll definitely save that. First thing that fell out was a pack of napkins, Paloma napkins. Next is the accessory kit with what looks like some wipes, some coffee, creamer. Actually, let's just open this up and see. This is actually a very large container for this accessory pack. Alright, giant shovel spork. That's a lot bigger than any other MRE spoon I've ever seen. We have what looks like some matches, very different matches than what I'm used to seeing compared to other foreign countries' rations or US ones. Spearmint flavored sugar-free dental chewing gum. English breakfast tea. Some water purification tablets, 6 of them. Some Nescafe Original double filter full flavor coffee. Oops, dropped that. Then we've got Beyond the Beaten Track. I think this is the creamer? Yes, creamer. Sorry, I didn't see it. There's 4 creamers in there. Then you've got your alcohol-free antibacterial wipe. Got 2 of those. And what looks like 4 sugars. Yep, 4 sugar packets. And there's more back hidden here. Another instant coffee barista selection. And Typhoo tea. Great British tea since 1903. Alright, that's a pretty good accessory pack. Next, natural muesli with milk. Come here, you. Tomato pasta salad, pasta and a tomato and basil sauce, 300 grams. Pretty good size. What do we got here? Come on, you. Next, chickpea curry. Chickpeas with onion and potato and a spicy curry sauce, 300 grams. Never had curry from an MRE yet, and I like chickpeas, so this should taste pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. And he's got a little crushed, I think, in the shipping. Oat digestive biscuits, 50 grams. Yeah, they definitely got crushed up a little, but when you consider they came from Europe all the way to Texas, understandable. And we've got here a chocolate brownie. Excited for this because that is my favorite thing in the United States MRE was the brownies, and they got rid of them a couple years back. So I've been craving MRE flavored brownies for a long time. So this will hit a nice point for me. Then we've got some orange beverage powder, 45 grams worth. What's here? Some long grain rice, 160 grams. What do we got here? Tutti Frutti drink powder with sugar and sweetener. Never had a Tutti Frutti flavored drink powder before. A tropical flavored drink powder. Mexican sweet chili peanuts, 100 grams. That sounds really good. That'll be interesting. That's a huge package too. And dried mixed fruit in pineapple juice, 140 grams worth. Then there's a couple other things still buried in here. You've got your isotonic drink powder cherry, hot chocolate drink mint flavor. Ooh, that'll be really good. I'm looking forward to that. Smooth peanut butter, 42 grams worth. And there's still some more in here, but I think I'm at the end. All right. A cereal bar, cookies and cream flavor. That sounds really good too. This held up in shipping, feels a little dense. Oops, dropped it. This one is, how many grams is this? Does it say? Don't see the weight on here, but that's, oh, there it is, 50 grams. And then, this is cool. Hot Diggity Dog Hot Original Pepper Sauce. This is a really good sized container's worth. A little bigger than the normal old MRE Tabasco they used to put. And yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm not usually big into spicy stuff, but I'll definitely have to try this with the curry and some of the other products that they have. And that is it. So, pretty good spread. I'm excited to try this out. This will be my first British ration. Again, I wish it came in the box, but that's okay. And I'm going to see you guys back for breakfast. Alright guys, here's the breakfast I'm going to have for my British ration 24-hour pack, the menu 1. I'm going to have some of this natural muesli with milk. I'm going to try out this cereal bar, cookies and cream flavor, probably more of a dessert than anything, but it sounded good. I'm going to have some diced mixed fruit in pineapple juice, which has got pineapple, papaya, pineapple juice. Then for drinks, I'm going to have this tropical flavored drink powder, and I'm going to try out my very first British tea. At least British tea from a MRE. I haven't had tea probably since I was in Ireland back in college, so we'll see that. Some tea, some creamer, some sugar, and I'm going to be eating all this with this giant shovel-sized spork that the Brits use, apparently. It's a lot bigger than I thought. I'll probably eat all this food pretty quick. So, let's see what this all looks like laid out on the tray. Alright, so here's my breakfast laid out on the tray. The fruit looks great. It's really big. It's different than any other fruit cocktail I've ever had. There's nice big chunks of papaya and pineapple in there. It's a lot of different juices going on. So here's some of the papaya, I think. That's really good. And that tastes really fresh too. It doesn't taste like normal American style fruit cocktail. I like the shovel-sized spork too. There's a nice big chunk of pineapple. That's really good fruit cocktail. That's really refreshing. I'm definitely going to enjoy eating the rest of that. God, I can't get over how gigantic this shovel of a spork is compared to a normal one. Alright, next we're going to try this natural muesli with milk. I think I might have put a little too much water in there, but that's okay. This muesli has been really good on a lot of these foreign rations. They don't have muesli in US rations. We just have like granola. So we'll try some of this out. Alright, looks like it's got some sunflower seeds in there, possibly. Maybe some other stuff. You can see some of the powdered milk that came. Again, a little too watery in some places, but that's okay. Not the end of the world, just means I'll be more hydrated. Alright, here we go. Like I said, some sunflower seeds, the oats in there. Let's see. Okay. It's not bad. It's not very sweet. It's very bland oatmeal flavor, but I mean, that's okay too. It's good for you. That fruit cocktail is sweet enough as it is. But this isn't bad. Sunflower seeds add a nice crunch to it. Pretty good. I like it. Alright, next, I'm going to try this cereal bar out. This is much bigger than I realized. Cookies and cream cereal bar. Come on, focus. Looks pretty good, pretty hearty. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's really good. It's a good cookies and cream flavor, but again, not overly sweet like I expected it to be. So overall, pretty good. Next is the tropical drink mix, and when I poured all the powder out, it smelled pretty strong. But then once I put the water in there, man, it is just full-blown fruit smell just floating all around my classroom now. I really like this already without even tasting it. It smells great. So let's see the taste. Wow. That is so much better than any United States drink powder I've ever had. You can tell it's a little artificial, but not as obvious as the US ones. But man, oh man, is that sweet. I think that's just straight up sugar in there. But I'm fine with it because it tastes really good. I probably could have diluted this down a little more and it would have been better for me, but yeah, that's really good. And last but not least, my good old British breakfast tea with a little bit of creamer and a little bit of sugar. I'm sure to most Brits I'm probably doing this wrong, but for my uncultured American self, this looks pretty good. So let's give it a try. Hopefully I don't burn myself. Still a little too hot, but tastes good. I'm not a huge tea guy. I always like coffee more, but that's because I was raised in America. I even tried to drink coffee more often when I was over in Europe in college, but not bad. So overall, this is a really good meal. I'm glad I decided to eat this today. It's so good. I'm very upset now that I was ever in the U.S. military. I wish I'd joined the British military for their food. This is really good. But yeah, that's enough of me bragging about this. I'm going to eat this for my breakfast, and I will see you guys back for lunch. Alright guys, here's my lunch I'm going to have out of my British ration pack menu 1. For lunch today I'm going to have some long grain rice, about 160 grams worth. My chickpea curry, chickpeas with onion and potato in a spicy curry sauce, about 300 grams worth of that. I'm going to have some of these Mexican sweet chili peanuts, 100 grams of that. This looks really good. I've never had Mexican sweet chili peanuts. That'll be interesting. I'm going to have a drink of some coffee. I'm going to have some of the Tutti Frutti drink powder, which if it's as good as the tropical drink powder was, I'm going to be very excited. And even though the chickpea curry already says it's got spicy sauce, I'm going to try a tiny bit of this Hot Diggity Dog hot original pepper sauce too, and I'll save the rest for the pasta dinner. So let's see what it all looks like laid out on the tray. Alright guys, here's my curry and rice laid out on the tray, my Mexican sweet chili peanuts, my coffee, and my Tutti Frutti drink. I was kind of surprised. The Tutti Frutti drink is pretty much the same color as the tropical drink, but it smells very different. The curry and the rice are really good smelling. It's really a lot of food. I did not expect this much out of the packages because they were kind of flat, but there's a lot of food crammed in there. Same with the Mexican sweet peanuts. Sweet chili peanuts, there's a ton of these compared to the normal like trail mix and stuff in a US MRE. So I'm going to have a handful of these. Here's what they look like. They got a nice smell, nice coating of flavoring, so let's see how they are. That's pretty good. You can taste the sweet chili pretty automatically. It's not too spicy. It's got a little burn, a little kick. Nothing too bad though. Now let's try some of this Tutti Frutti drink mix. Not bad. I don't like it as much as the tropical. In all honesty, it tastes kind of like the tropical one. Still really sweet, but not as sweet as the tropical flavored one was. Next, I'm going to try some of this curry and rice. I was very surprised. This meal did not come with a heater, at least that I could find. I don't know if that's normal or if mine just was missing one. But the rice and the curry came out like the right consistency, like they'd already been heated. The rice isn't like undercooked or anything. It tasted just fine by itself. And I put some of that Hot Diggity Dog hot sauce on here, but not too much because the curry's already supposed to be spicy. So get a good mix up with this giant shovel of a spork that the British MREs have. So there is curry mixed up with some of the rice with some of the Hot Diggity Dog hot sauce. So let's take a good big bite. That curry is really good. There's like a whole individual chickpeas in there. It's not even mushed up. I can taste the potato. I can taste the chickpea. I'm getting some of the spice. I don't know if the spice is from the curry itself or from the hot sauce, but it's not too bad. It's about the level of spice that I like because I'm not a big spicy fan, but just enough kick. You can see some of the hot sauce I put on the rice and the curry. There's the bits of potato right there in the curry. This is a really good meal. I still have dinner left to eat on here. There's some of the chickpeas in there if you can see. I still have dinner left of this menu to eat, and I am very impressed. U.S. MREs need to step it up if they ever want to match with British ones. Sorry, another bit of the spice got me. And last but not least, let's try some of the instant coffee with the cream and sugar. Sure, it's nothing special, just like all MRE coffees, but let's give it a try. Might have to wait for it to cool down a little. It's still kind of hot, but tastes fine, just like regular MRE coffee. I only took a small sip, but don't think there's any major differences between most countries' MRE coffee. They're all pretty good, but not as good as regular brewed coffee. But yeah, overall, really good meal. It's really filling. I don't think I'm going to need a snack later today during work. So I'm going to eat this lunch up, finish working on some stuff, and I will see you guys back for dinner. Alright guys, here's my dinner from my British ORP ration menu 1. I'm going to have a small dinner and then I'm going to save what I got left as a snack later on. So for dinner I'm going to have my tomato pasta salad, pasta in a tomato and basil sauce, about 300 grams worth. My dessert for this is going to be a chocolate brownie, which is about 75 grams. Sorry for the bell, that's at my work. For drinks I'm going to have my orange beverage powder, and I'm also going to have some Thai Fu tea. Never had Thai Fu tea, should be good. To make the perfect cuppa, let the zeros infuse with freshly boiled water for 3 to 5 minutes and add milk, sugar, and or lemon to taste. So I'm going to add some sugar and some of the powdered creamer, and yeah, should be a good dinner. So let's see what it looks like laid out on the tray. Alright, so here's the dinner laid out on the tray. The pasta looks pretty good, smells good, smells actually really good for a MRE pasta. It looks not that different from US ones. I'm actually going to put a little bit of the hot diggity dog hot sauce that I have left over from lunch. Not too much, because this sauce is potent, but I am going to put a little bit just because I have it, might as well use it. Still can't get over this giant shovel of a spork that comes in this MRE, especially compared to the US one. So we'll give this a try first. If I get too spicy of a bite, I'll wash it down with some of that orange powder. Let's fill up my shovel here. Some of the pasta looks pretty good, smells good. Not too bad. Nothing amazing, tastes like regular old MRE pasta, shelf-stable pasta. Not that different from the elbow macaroni or anything like that in the US MRE, but pretty enjoyable. I think I like the curry and the rice meal that I had for lunch a little better than this one I had for dinner, but not bad. Pretty good. I'm going to wash some of that down with this orange drink powder, which, won't lie, is a different color than I expected for orange powder. It smells like the regular US orange drink powder, but this one's kind of yellow-greenish than it is orange. That's good, not too sweet. Tastes a lot like the US ones, but not bad. Now, this is what I'm most excited about from this whole ration. The fudge brownie, which was always my favorite thing in the US MREs as a dessert. This fudge brownie looks like a natural homemade fudge brownie. It's nice and dense, nice and thick. Looks really, really good, and I'm very excited to try this. Looks like a real brownie that came right out of the pan. Alright, so let's give it a try. Wow. That is even better than I expected. This tastes just like a real brownie that someone cooked out of a pan to me. And it could just be because I'm so nostalgic for the US brownies, but this is amazing. I wish I had more of this. Man. I'm glad I ate this meal today. I needed this pick-me-up. Can't get over that brownie. Alright, last but not least, the Thai Fu tea with some cream and sugar. I definitely like coffee more than tea, but this ain't bad for tea. Not bad. Not too strong. Good. Nice and hearty. It smells really good. Tastes pretty good. Again, I'm more of a coffee guy than a tea, but when you're eating a British ration, you got to have the tea. So overall, not bad. Pretty good dinner. I still got some stuff left that I'm going to use as like a late afternoon snack. And then I'll be done with this ration. So yeah, I will see you guys back for that late afternoon snack. Alright, so here's what I got left of this British ration menu 1. I'm kind of having this as a afternoon snack. I'm actually going to save the coffee for later, just because with the mint chocolate, hot chocolate, I don't really need any more coffee. So, for drinks, I'm going to have hot chocolate drink, mint flavor. I'm going to have my cherry isotonic powder. Try out this spearmint flavored sugar-free dental chewing gum. And then I'm going to have some of my oat digestive biscuits, about 50 grams worth, with some smooth peanut butter. Now, one problem I've already got, you can't really tell with this package, is that these crackers got a little crushed on the trip overseas, but that's okay, so it might be a little messy. So, let's see what this looks like laid out on the tray. Alright, so here's my snacks laid out. I got the mint hot chocolate, my cherry isotonic drink, some of the chewing gum, and some of these oat digestive biscuits with the peanut butter. So, it actually turned out that I think about 3 of these biscuits survived the trip. The 4th, possibly a 5th, I think only a 4th, got crushed up. That's okay. Peanut butter looks about the same as anything in a US MRE, so I'm going to try it out on some of these broken pieces. It's actually a little runnier than I expected, but that's okay. So let's give that a try. It's a little messier than I wanted it to be, but that's alright. Much messier than I wanted it to be. So let's try this biscuit out with some of this really messy peanut butter that I now have all over myself, but that's okay. Not bad. Very peanut buttery. And the biscuit's kind of dry, but not too bad. Not that sweet. It's actually kind of plain flavored, but tastes pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good biscuit. Peanut butter's good on it too. Now I'm going to try some of this mint hot chocolate. I hopefully didn't water it down too much. I used about half my Keurig container on it. Smells very minty. That is really good hot chocolate. That's better than any of the cocoa powders in a US MRE for sure. So last but not least, cherry isotonic powder. It's a little darker red than I would have expected. I'll give one thing to the British and their drink powders. They don't look as fake or manufactured as the US ones are. So let's give this a try. Woo! But the one thing on the British powders, they are much, much sweeter. That tastes like melted cherry Jolly Ranchers, but overall not bad. Pretty good little afternoon snack that I'm turning into a lunch. So I think that's everything in the meal. I'll try some of the gum after. Actually, I'll try one piece now to see what it tastes like. So, one piece of the dental chewing gum. Nothing fancy about that, just some gum. So overall, pretty good meal. I think that's everything in the container minus the 1 pack of coffee I didn't drink. So I will see you guys back for my final thoughts.